Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file and their seamless pattern, and they can't understand why this is happening on their corners. All the other ones look good. It's because this flower is not symmetrical. It's not even close. If you look, it's 3 by 3.2. Now, if he wants something like that flower, let's put it, and let's just redraw it. I'm going to get rid of that square right there. Let's say we're going to use this one, but we're going to go to, let's do this. Let's left click, right click. And let's say we like, let's ungroup it. Well, we don't have to ungroup it. We're going to smart fill. So I'm going to just take the smart fill tool and fill that in and move it over. And I like that one, so I'm going to fill that in and move it over. Now, if you look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 petals. I'm going to delete them. I'm going to move this back to the center. I don't know if I'm in the center of the page, so I'm going to bring in some indexing lines and hit P and P, and it's pretty close to the center. Now we're going to go ahead and group these together, Control G. I'm not even going to say that you have to redraw this to make it perfect. I'm going to try it without. So real quick, 360 divided by 8 is 45-degree angle. So all we have to do is Control D, Alternate C, and rotate it 45 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. I didn't even notice it. Yeah, there's something in the center. So we'll make something in the center and just hit P, and we'll go and use that same color. So if you look, this is symmetrical. So let's group it together and let's just give it the ultimate test. Let's get rid of our indexing lines. Let's draw a square and hit P. So we want the center one probably in the center and bigger. So we're going to grab it, and I'm just going to hold down the shift key so it'll get bigger. That's too big. Now I'm going to hit the plus key, and let's see if it won't snap to that node, and it did. So all we have to do is just snap to that node. You got to be on that node and snap to it. Now I'm going to hit the plus key again. I need to be right in the center. And then hit the plus key again. And we got it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a few small ones like he did. So I'm going to make a, holding down the shift key, and I don't know where you put them, but you want them kind of off balance. You don't want them all. Okay, now move your square out of the way. You know what? I don't like nudging more than once, so let's make it like 18 inches. That way, when you nudge, you can just nudge it right back. So we're going to have to group these together, Control G. Then bring our rectangle back, select everything, 2 objects. There's really that many more, but that's a group. And go right here to intersect. Now let's make it 6 inches. And let's move this out of the way for a second. And let's take our nudge to 6 inches. Control D. Now the ultimate test. And when we look, see there? Now I've got a red line in there. I don't know how that. Tell you what, let's make them all black, see what happens. Huh. I don't know how that red line got there. Tell you what, let's back up and see what was going on. Tell you what, let's make all these black right now. Well, that might have been the problem right there. Let's move that box out of the way. Let's turn all these black. Shouldn't matter. Let's make sure there's See, there's some red hairlines in there. Let's take away the hairlines by right-clicking. Let's just look at that under wireframe. Make sure there's nothing hidden, and there's not. Turn it back to enhanced. And let's go ahead and group these together. We should be able to just put P and put it back. Put P and put it back. Now intersect it. Make it 6 inches. You know, you can make it any side, but since we're going to nudge 6 inches, well, you can change the nudge to anything too. Now let's test it and see what's going on. The real test will be the next one. And we'll zoom in on that middle. We can still have a little line. We can correct that. And the way we can correct that, I'm going to hit F4 on the keyboard, bring everything back. So I'm going to back up. So we're at 6 by 6. I'm going to make my nudge factor 5.99. Hit the plus key. You're not going to be able to see it on the flower. Now we can look right here and there's no line because we've nudged 1/100th of an inch and took up that space. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and go to Object, Group Together. Let's turn them all yellow. Bring in a black box. Go up to Object, Order, back a page. And look at that. Pretty cool seamless pattern. Anyway, I hope that helped that gentleman. You've got, if you're going to do this, you've got to have a flower or an object that, well, one, you probably couldn't even center that in the corner. And two, it's not symmetrical. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.